Hiya friends, Prepared Suburbanite back with you. And as promised, I'm going to do an unboxing. I've already taken it out of the box, and I know that the most exciting part of unboxing is wrestling it out of the box, but I got that out of the way early, and I charged up the battery in the new chainsaw. It's a model number DCCS. So DC for the power, CS means chainsaw, and it's the model 620P1. It's the 12-inch bar, battery-operated electric chainsaw from DeWalt. And I decided to go with DeWalt because most of my battery-operated tools are from DeWalt, and I've got a couple of extra, the 5-volt batteries that I could use to switch out when it runs out. It says on the box that you can get up to 90 cuts per battery charge. And what they did was looked at the number of cuts they could make on a pressure-treated 4x4 before the battery went dead. And they got 90 on an average, so that's what they're putting on the box. So let me get into a little bit more detail with this, and we'll kind of show you what we got. Okay, this one came pre-assembled in the box, meaning that the chain and the chain guard were all attached while it was in the box. And so really all you had to do was fill up the oil reservoir on the opposite side here, charge up the battery, which I did. It came about half charged, so it took about almost 2 hours to get it from half to full, and I've tested it. It does seem to work okay, but I just wanted to show you how simple the material is on this saw. So there's the chain there. The sprocket is down here, and it's just a matter of setting everything into motion. Here's the chain guard cover that goes on here. Takes a little bit of fiddling around with to get it so it seats properly. Tighten it down, lock it into place. Here's your chain tension adjuster back here, and it looks like it came from the factory, adjusted perfectly well, so I didn't mess with that. And the battery slides in the back this way, and there it is, ready to rock and roll. And it doesn't work. Oh, it's because the chain brake is on. So there it is there, and we're going to put it to a little bit of a test this afternoon, and we'll see how it works. I weighed it, and I've got some stats here. It felt kind of a little bit heavier than what I expected it to be, and so I weighed it, and it turns out that it weighs just under 9 pounds. Oh, yep, 9 pounds, just over 9 pounds, so it's 9 pounds 5.6 ounces, fully loaded with a full oil reserve and the battery installed. So 9 pounds 5.6 ounces. The MS 250 that I've got here next to it is the chainsaw that I've had for a number of years, and that sucker weighs in at 13 pounds. So that's quite a bit heavier. So I expect that this will do just fine for all the purposes that I need it to do. It came with the battery charger and a single battery for that. I had a couple of extras that I've used on drills and saws and stuff like that that are the same type of battery, same voltage and all that. So it's ready to go. So we're going to take it out into the garden, and I'm going to start trimming away at the apple trees that are out there that I mentioned earlier that the apple trees, they're absolutely beautiful. I think they were ornamental because they really don't produce anything any larger than an eraser-sized apple. And either one of the two trees, one of them's an Anna apple, and I'd never heard of it before, but they were on sale at the local nursery, so I picked them up. And we planted them probably 8 years ago, maybe a little bit more, maybe 9. And they took off. They grew great. They never produced an edible apple anywhere. So I'm going to replace them with more plums or peaches or something in there. My wife and I still have to have that discussion, but I want to get those two trees out of there, and we're going to use this battery-powered chainsaw from DeWalt to get the job done. So we'll be heading out to the garden in just a minute. Well, sorry about that. A little bit of a malfunction. The camera did not record me cutting the tree down. Just caught a few minutes of limbing it up and doing it that way. But here's my experience with this so far. It's very lightweight, so I think I've been used to a much heavier chainsaw, and using the weight of the chainsaw to help do some of the down and up pressure when you're cutting through flimsy limbs and things like that. The sound is not a chainsaw sound, so I don't think anybody's really going to understand what you're doing out in your backyard when you're running one of these, because it does not sound like a chainsaw. But it gets the job done. It's perfect for my use around here. I don't have huge trees to take down. I'm not a lumberjack by any stretch of the imagination. I do get a few down trees after a storm from time to time, and this is a perfect saw for me for doing trimming around, taking down dead limbs and branches, and cutting up any kind of trees that do fall. And I've got the MS-250 as the backup for anything larger than that. But I'm very pleased with it so far. Runs like a champ. I haven't run it through all its paces yet, but I will over time. and we'll report back if I have any issues or problems with it. But if you've got a small woodlot and you've got fruit trees and things like that, this is really the right thing to be using for that kind of trim work and all that. So there it is. I give it a big thumbs up. So I'll see you all. This is the Prepared Suburbanite reminding you to be prepared always. And I'll see you all on the next video.